Wala pang babago. Basta.
You told me to do 4. I don't do 4. Do 4. I don't need to do 4. I just need to do 1. Do 4.
Listen, I went down to camp before he fought. His focus and the level of, intense training he was doing. And I said, I don't know it all. When he explained that to me, I was just like, yeah, you're right. Let me back up a little bit and just tell him what I see.
Yeah.
More so than trying to coach him into being this fighter that I want them to be.
Being a version of you.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford has been left stunned by the intensity of Manny Pacquiao's monster training regimen for a mega showdown with Floyd Mayweather.
Pacquiao has stepped up his preparation more seriously after the official confirmation of his rematch, with Floyd showing intense and aggressive training in newly surfaced footage. Terence Crawford was also spotted with Pacquiao joining him for hard early morning runs and gym workouts. Manny Pacquiao enjoys doing road work, frequently training, with a big group around him drawing from energy and keeping a strong, disciplined schedule with his team.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, up, 5, 6. I'm watching you guys. 9, up.
Okay, can you fight him?
Away from me. Help me out here.
Up.
I know.
20.
Up, we're young.
26, 5, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40.
Pacquiao's gym coach says he trains like a machine, always amazing everyone in the gym with his endless energy, strict focus, and incredibly hard training routine.
He's working hard. He ran an hour. He did a whole...
Been with him for 22 years.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he's a machine. He ran an hour. He did strength and conditioning with you, which is not easy.
He ran the hour. He didn't realize that this gets a bit harder. And as we increase the rounds in this, he's got to pull back on the runs a little bit. But now he knows.
He did strength and conditioning with you. He went all out. He worked hard, and now he's doing 1,600 sit-ups.
Yeah, well,
he's a machine.
Yeah.
What kind of machine is he?
Huh?
What kind of machine?
Crazy machine. he will, but as we increase this, we'll pull the running back shorter, faster. But you know, he knows. So now he knows what the training's about. We increase the train, we increase the stations, change it up all the time, so it's continually shocking his system, and we'll get the good results.
It was a great workout this morning. He worked hard, as he always does. And the whole team's here. You feel the energy.
Chris Algieri praised Manny Pacquiao as a powerful one-of-a-kind fighter, saying no one fights like him. He called Pacquiao truly special, and even said he was the best opponent he ever faced, placing him among boxing's greatest fighters because of his skill, rhythm, and legendary career.
Difficult thing to adjust to or get used to with Pacquiao in the ring.
I mean, nobody fights like him. He's very difficult to prepare for. It took Marquez 4 fights to figure him out. You know, and Marquez is one of the fastest thinkers in the game, and he's just such a difficult guy to zone in on. I always felt like just as I was getting my crosshairs on him, he would change his rhythm. He's a very rhythmic fighter. He uses broken rhythm very, very well. And yeah, adjustments on the fly, which is what I think all the best fighters in the world do. All the top guys I fought made vast adjustments along the way. So yeah, Manny's he's special, as is Floyd.
Yeah. His power, where did it rank among the fighters that you faced?
Not the hardest, but also very hard. You know, Keith Thurman famously said he's got bricks for hands. It's very true. So you get bricks for hands plus fast hands, plus punches you don't see, makes him a very dangerous puncher. But he wouldn't say he was the hardest. Ruslan hit, I believe, way harder. He's crunching power. But in terms of a guy with fast hands who has hard hands, but also punches from angles that are...
But he would not say he was the hardest Rios hit. I believe way harder, huge crushing power. But as a guy with fast hands who has hard hands, but also punches from angles that are hard to see, very, very dangerous, Pacquiao says being back in training camp has restored his energy, adding that his love for boxing is still burning strong. And he believes his path in the sport is far from over. Interview.
Feeling like I'm young. Do you feel you have something to prove in this fight, Manny? I know you've accomplished so much, but do you feel you personally, you want to show something to the world or prove something?
Oh yeah, it's a challenge that they might think that oh, Manny's career is over and he's old like that. So something wrong that I need to prove it, and I'm not done yet. And
why do you feel that way? Because you've achieved so much. You've done everything. You're a Hall of Famer. Where is that coming from? The need to want to show people like, no, I'm not done yet. Like, well, why can't you just be like, nah, I can do whatever I want. I've done everything.
You know, I can easily fight a easy opponent or non-boxers. I can easily pick a easy to win, but I pick the best because I want to add more in my legacy of accomplishment.
However, many critics responded dismissively to the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, saying it feels like two old men fighting despite all the
team. They've told me that they've seen you more hungry, more driven, more focused. Why not fight a YouTuber? Why not take an easy fight, you know? Like at 42, you're taking on arguably either the best or a 1A or 1B welterweight in the world. Why not go fight a Logan Paul, a Jake Paul, and make a lot of money and not have a hard fight?
I mean, the question is, what's that for in your legacy, in my legacy? No, I want to fight the best so that can be added.
Veteran coach Ronnie Shields thinks fans should not be surprised if Manny Pacquiao manages to beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in their rematch. He highlights Pacquiao's explosive speed and relentless style as key elements that could trouble Mayweather in the ring.
And Pacquiao are fighting again. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's two legends / two old men who are fighting each other. You know, they haven't been very active. It's a big money grab. I'm gonna say it like this: I don't hate it because the division is actually moving. It's not like they're fighting for a title and keeping guys out of the way. They're fighting each other. They both make a lot of money, and it's going to bring so much nostalgia for both of their careers in the build-up. For those 2 months where we're leading up to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2, all we're going to do is watch, and talk about their fights. And I love that. I love that idea because I think they're two stalwarts in our sport. And in terms of them fighting each other, I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to put on a barn-burning performance, especially when they're damn near 50. But I don't know. I'm not super mad at it. I actually am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it too.
Veteran trainer.
While recognizing Mayweather's intelligence and defensive skill, Shields stresses that the result will ultimately depend on strategy and execution on fight night. He suggests that if Pacquiao uses the right game plan and keeps up pressure, he has the ability to make the fight very competitive and even secure a win.
For both guys, you know, and look, it's hard to pick a winner for me on that fight because, you know, Pacquiao is a...
Shields thinks age is not the deciding factor in a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Instead, he highlights that determination, experience, and the will to win will play a much larger role in the ring. Shields notes that Pacquiao's mindset and drive can outweigh any age-related concerns, making him just as dangerous as ever. He also says it is extremely hard to predict the outcome, stressing that both men have the tools to win and that the final result will come down to strategy and execution on fight night.
And I mean, man, that's going to be explosive. It's all, you know, and I guess whoever had the best game.
Analyst Chris Algieri thinks the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao will be an even bigger event than their first meeting, which was already one of the most legendary fights in boxing history. He expects a second fight to draw a huge global attention, especially with both legends returning for another chapter. But Algieri still leans toward Mayweather winning again, citing his defensive skills, ring intelligence, and ability to take advantage of mistakes, something he has always done throughout his undefeated career. While he respects Pacquiao's aggression and heart, Algieri feels Mayweather's style remains a hard puzzle to solve, making him the favorite once more.
It's always better. You know, I mean, you know, experience is probably the best thing. But, you know, the determination, I think, is going to be a big factor in this fight. And, I mean, you know, look, it's hard to pick a winner. I mean, it really is. It's, you know, it's going to be a great fight and a tough fight. And I definitely...
Reports indicate that the rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao could produce massive financial returns in one of boxing's biggest events of 2026, with rumors of extremely high paydays for both men. Given the spectacle and global interest, it is attracting the matchup's commercial appeal, especially with it taking place at the Sphere and streaming on Netflix, shows Pacquiao's lasting global star power and the need for equal negotiation terms that compensate both legends. Despite the huge money involved, both athletes remain focused on their performance, knowing that top-level competition will fuel public excitement and cement their legacies in the sport. Interviews
on Netflix. How big is that and who wins?
I think it's a big fight. It might actually be a better fight than the first one. You know, I famously went on record and said that Manny Pacquiao's style was no good for Floyd. I mean, Manny Pacquiao would not be able to beat Floyd because the styles just didn't match up. And it was right after I fought him where I said that, because I could just see where there were spots where Floyd, his fundamental skills, his boxing style, his ability to control space and pace would have given Manny a lot of trouble. And sure enough, when they fought, they did. But how much is left of both of these guys? We saw Manny in the Barrios fight. Very impressive that he went 12. But again, he had a guy in Barrios who didn't step on it. You know, he let Manny dictate and fight for portions of the round. And Floyd's been pretty active. He's been fighting exhibitions over the last couple of years. Not 10-rounders, not with really dangerous opponents, but I feel like they're probably in a pretty similar area right now in terms of their momentum. But yeah, I don't know, man. It might be actually a little more entertaining than the first fight. They might be.
Malignaggi says there's a lot of uncertainty going into the fight. Malignaggi notes that it has been many years since we have seen Mayweather in a competitive pro fight, as his last official bout was in 2017. So he is not exactly sure what version of Mayweather will show up in the ring now at nearly 50 years old with that ring rust and long layoff in mind. Malignaggi says it is hard to predict how sharp or effective Mayweather will be against a still hungry Pacquiao, and he believes that will be one of the biggest questions coming into fight night. V.
I don't know. I don't know why this fight is happening. Netflix is involved. Netflix has said that they, want to put on big, huge events. If you were to grade the type of events they put on in terms of how serious they are, and when I say serious, I mean like real fights, okay? Like real fights with implications in boxing. You have to give them like a C, honestly. Like, look at the fights they put on, okay? And if there's any criticism, albeit constructive criticism, towards Netflix, is I feel that they should step up the type of fights they're putting on their platform because there could be a lot of blowback. There was a huge amount of blowback the first Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, okay? You had all this attention. Literally the whole sports world and a big part of the world was tuned in to this fight. In the fight,
Rogan has said that even at his advanced age, Floyd Mayweather Jr. still stand above most other fighters because of his disciplined lifestyle and unmatched skill. Rogan points out that Mayweather takes excellent care of his body. He trains, often avoids harmful habits like drinking and partying, and eats well, which helps him keep a level of sharpness few can match even decades into his career. According to Rogan, it is this commitment to conditioning and smart living that allows Mayweather's timing, reflexes, and defensive instincts to stay at an elite level long after many of his contemporaries have faded. While age naturally affects all athletes, Rogan believes that Mayweather's careful preparation and lifestyle choices keep him competitive and hard to beat for most challengers. They were never there in the first place, because if he was here and he's lost as much, they're still here.
Mayweather we used to see. We'll see what Mayweather exists at 49 years old. Honestly, I don't know, you know? We're comparing the Mayweather we used to see against the Pacquiao we just saw. We really don't have anything to go by for Mayweather. He hasn't been active recently. 49, we'll see what he has left. He was an excellent fighter, but we'll see what he has left at 49.
Paulie, appreciate your time, man. You're doing great work over at Pro Boxing.
We're a growing company, man. Looking forward to keep growing.
That I'm still interested in seeing is him and Manny, and I know they're going to do that on Netflix.
Floyd.
I think that's still a high-level fight, though. That's what I love about it, because I think Manny is still a high-level fighter, and Floyd, even in these exhibitions that he's been doing,
looking good, huh?
He looks great, man. He looks great in sparring. You see him in sparring, like, good Lord, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's lost a step.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't see Manny being able to beat Floyd Mayweather. Like, I don't see it. I think Manny looked solid his last fight with Barrios, but I just don't see Floyd losing. Like, I think it's some guys that he could come back today in the sport of boxing and fight.
The rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao is shaping up to be one of the most talked about events in boxing history, reigniting one of the sport's greatest rivalries more than a decade after their first monumental clash, with a bout officially scheduled for September 19th. 2026 at the Las Vegas Sphere. And set to stream globally on Netflix, both legends are training hard and drawing huge global interest despite their ages. Fans, trainers, and fighters alike are eager to see how strategy hard and preparation will shape the result, while Mayweather's defensive brilliance and Pacquiao's relentless aggression remain key points. The rematch promises high drama, massive financial stakes, and another chance for both men to further secure their legacies in boxing lore.